one of them Steegs right now for like a murder. You feel what I'm saying? Like for a murder. When they hate you, they frame you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, in due time, like I'm still gonna be giving it back my child. I'm still gonna be putting on for the cool kids. Cause I ain't gonna start recording. Innocent.
Hey man, stay safe world. You already know what's going on, man. We gotta talk about this crazy situation about Philly rapper Skinny Me, aka AR App, affiliate, who's now lost his trial. Gonna have life in prison because of this incident. And it's one of the crazier stories that I've seen in the rap world, because he pulled a TK and went and filmed himself on the run, man. That shit crazy, man. Let's get into this right now, but before we do, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and we already know what's going on. Make sure y'all go check the link in the description for the merch. Just go check out the website in general, man. We got t-shirts, hoodies, zip ups. You already know, man. Let's go, man. So this comes off of AR Ab. He got sentenced to 45 years in prison for a slew of crimes. Basically, that's like a whole lifetime. How old even is that nigga? I mean, like, he looks old as shit. Honestly, if I were to guess, he's like 30, so I'm not really sure what his parole situation is. But you know Philly niggas on some crazy shit, because Skinny Me basically got implicated in a whole nother crime that had nothing to do with this, a murder, and ends up not even getting that amount of time. He ends up getting life in prison. Throughout their whole time, they kind of like celebrated Skinny Me as a savage, as one of those people that really be out there doing shit. And it just so happens that was his downfall, man. On top of just like taking someone's life, Mans was recording himself on the 95 trying to flee the scene after it went down, man. What is even going on? Like, he recorded himself in a U-Haul, basically saying that he was on the run after the incident. And obviously, if you're in a U-Haul on the run, that's not good. I'm guessing your odds are not in your favor. Mans didn't even pull a TK and release music and shit, but hey, man. But this situation is super crazy, because like they basically had everything on file of what exactly happened, and you know it's not looking good for him, man. But basically the prosecution alleged that this other guy drove a getaway car, and Johnson and Abbas Parker, aka Skinny Me is Abbas Parker, approached Donnie Skipworth and opened fire. It's definitely not a good sign when the person that was apparently the getaway driver is also the cooperating witness, which is basically what happened in this man's court case. So Abbas Parker, that's, you know, Skinny Me, and then another person who took the stand, basically I think he ended up getting time too, who is Wright, who is the getaway driver. But this is what Wright said: I was driving down Master Street and I seen some guy. He was walking down Master right by New Kirk. He flagged us down and pulled over. Then he opened up my side door and he was standing there talking to us. He said that he seen Donnie up on Thompson. That was like a street that was right adjacent, and he was going up to talk to him. Abbas Parker was like, I'm gonna walk up with you. Abbas got out of the van, spoke with him, and then he says to me, yo, meet us around on 28th and Thompson Street. He and Bass walked up Newkirk Street and I pulled off. I drove up Dover Street to Jefferson and then down 28th Street and pulled over at Thompson, across the street from the firehouse. I shut the engine off and waited. I was probably there for a minute or two, and then I heard gunshots coming from the sound in the corner. I seen a boss come running around the corner. He jumps in the van and starts yelling, we out, we out, we out, pull off. I pulled off and down 28th Street. Yo, like, honestly, like, what if that is like someone's whole statement? It's like, you're Swiss cheese at that point. I don't really know what to tell you. And honestly, the dude there, he said he was just like, at first it made it seem like he was just a casual driver, but it's like, why would you pull up and turn your lights off and sit somewhere waiting for people to pull up? And this was just some stupid shit that just happened on the fucking streets of Philly, man. I mean, obviously they aren't doing too well. If you're AR App's whole group, I mean, they haven't been relevant in years, so obviously the music checks ain't coming in, and styles have progressed a lot. But this is just an example of what happens when these rappers really be living what they be talking about. Following this, he ends up actually getting someone to transport him out of Philly, going down the turnpike south to try to escape in a U-Haul truck, and pulls out a flip phone in 2018 and talks about it, man. This is like one of the craziest things I've ever seen. What a way to say that you're like guilty by filming yourself doing the escape and then posting it on YouTube. Like, who the fuck would have even thought of that shit? Because if he hadn't said anything, maybe he would have gotten away. But obviously the driver ended up talking him and talking to the police and shit, and then he ended up taking a major L. Now, long story short, he's basically life in prison, and he's just another rapper that's burnt out over the years. You know, it's kind of sad. You don't want to end up being like them. If I have a message for the kids out here, man, if you're gonna do your shit, don't film it, don't talk about it. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on, you know? That's the type of shit you gotta be on, because you implicate other random people, and this is the type of shit niggas will write out a whole statement against you and everything, you know? I'm not saying to even encourage that type of life, but it's like, if you were, you know, might as well be smart, or else you're gonna end up burned out, man. But at the end of the day, you know, people don't be like really thinking. And I've seen rumors online that this dude was on pills and shit, so obviously you'd have to be to just randomly kill someone like that. Total L, Philly shit. You already know, man. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about that shit, man. Real say shit. You already know what's going on. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. You already know, man. Trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, so let's tap in. Peace.